Mastering negative comparisons in English. The not aces and not so ass conundrum. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our English language learning series. Today, we're going to unravel the mysteries of negative comparisons in English, specifically focusing on the use of not aces and not so ass. These structures are often used to compare two things, people, or situations, and they are essential tools for expressing similarities and differences in English. Let's get started. Before we dive into the specifics, it's important to understand what negative comparisons are. When we talk about not aces or not so ass, we're talking about a comparison in which we show that two things are not equal in some way. For example, John is not as tall as Peter. This book is not so interesting as the other one. Here, we are comparing height and interest level, respectively, but stating that they are not the same. The not aces structure is very common in English. It's used to indicate that one thing doesn't have the same amount or degree of a certain quality as another thing. Let's look at a few more examples. My coffee is not as hot as yours. She is not as fast as her sister in running. Notice that the adjective hot, fast, goes in the middle of the not aces structure. The not so ass structure is essentially the same as not aces, and you can usually use them interchangeably. This form is slightly less common but still very much used in both spoken and written English. Here are a couple of examples. It's not so warm as it was yesterday. He's not so experienced as his colleague. Again, the adjective warm, experienced, goes in the middle of the not so ass structure. Now, it's time for you to practice. Try creating your own sentences using not aces and not so ass. Here's a fun tip. Try to use adjectives that are relevant to your daily life. The more you use and practice these structures, the more naturally they will come to you. Well, that wraps up our discussion on using not aces and not so ass in English. These phrases are a key part of making comparisons, and they're fantastic tools to enhance your English communication skills. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try to incorporate these structures into your daily English conversations and writings. Thanks for watching, and see you in our next video.